Anna stood outside the small house with the blue gate, her hands resting on her belly. The rain was light, but the cold air felt sharp. The street was quiet, yet the house behind her was full of noise. Voices rose and fell like waves, and every word seemed to cut into her chest. That house had been Anna's whole world. She had grown up there, learned to cook there, and studied at the dining table while her mother folded clothes nearby. The house was not big, but it held memories in every corner. On most days, Anna believed it was a safe place. On that night, it felt like a place that had turned its back on her. Anna was 17. She was still in school. Her books were in her room, stacked neatly, like a promise she planned to keep. She had always been serious about studying, even when life was hard. She dreamed of a simple future. A small job. A calm home. A life where she could breathe without fear. But one truth changed everything. Inside the living room, her father Mark walked back and forth, his steps heavy and fast. His face was red, his jaw tight. Every few seconds, he lifted his hands as if he could shake the problem away. Her mother Rosa sat on the sofa, her shoulders low, her eyes wet. Her hands were clenched together so tightly her knuckles looked pale. Anna had told them the truth only minutes ago. She had said it quietly, as if speaking softly could make the world less angry. She had said she was pregnant. At first, there had been a strange silence. It lasted only a moment, but Anna remembered it clearly. It was the sound of a life breaking into two parts. Before the words. After the words. Then everything started at once. Mark spoke first. His voice was loud, sharp, and full of disbelief. He asked questions that did not feel like questions. They felt like blame. He wanted to know how it happened, when it happened, and why she did not stop it. He spoke like the world was ending, like the worst thing possible had happened to their family. Rosa did not shout, but her silence was heavy. She covered her mouth, shaking her head slowly, as if she could refuse the truth with her body. Tears ran down her cheeks, and she stared at the floor. Anna tried to explain. She said she was scared and confused at first. She said she had wanted to tell them sooner but did not know how. She promised she would not give up. She promised she would work hard and take responsibility. She promised she would still finish school if she could. But her voice sounded small next to her father's anger. Mark's words grew stronger. He spoke about shame. He spoke about neighbors. He spoke about respect. He spoke like the most important thing was not Anna's life, but what other people might say. Anna stood in the middle of the room, her hands protecting her stomach, her heart pounding. She was not asking for praise. She was asking for help. She was asking for a chance. Rosa finally looked up at her. For a second, Anna thought she saw love in her mother's eyes. She thought her mother would stand up and pull her into a hug. She thought her mother would say they would figure it out together. But Rosa looked away again. That hurt the most. Mark walked to the front door and pulled it open. Cold air rushed inside. He pointed toward the street like it was a punishment Anna deserved. His voice was low now, but even more serious. "Go," he said. Anna blinked, thinking she heard wrong. Mark repeated it. "You made your choice. Now go." Anna's lips parted, but no words came out. She waited for Rosa to stop him. She waited for a softer voice to say, "Mark, calm down." She waited for someone to say, "Not tonight." She waited for a hand on her shoulder. No one moved. Rosa's eyes were closed. A tear slipped down her face. She did not speak. Anna took one step toward her mother. Rosa did not look up. Mark stood beside the open door, still pointing outside. Anna's legs felt weak, but she walked toward the door. She crossed the doorway slowly, like each step was leaving behind a part of her. When she reached the porch, she turned back one last time. Her father's face did not change. Her mother's head was still lowered. Then the door closed. The sound was simple, but it echoed in Anna's mind like a final answer. She stood outside in the rain, breathing hard. She knocked once, softly, not because she believed it would work, but because she needed to try. No one opened the door. She knocked again, a little louder, then stopped. The street remained quiet. The house remained silent. Anna walked away. She reached the bus station near the edge of town. The building smelled like wet concrete and old dust. The lights above the benches flickered. People moved around her, busy with their own lives, not noticing the girl with trembling hands. Anna sat down and held her belly with both arms. She did not cry loudly. The tears came silently, like they were ashamed too. She felt cold, hungry, and scared. She felt like her whole life had fallen apart in one night. Morning came slowly. Anna stayed awake most of the night, listening to distant traffic and the low sounds of voices. At dawn, she made a decision that felt impossible but necessary. She would leave town. She knew if she stayed, she would keep hoping the door would open again. She would keep waiting for a call that would not come. She would keep running into familiar faces and hearing whispers. She would feel her parents' rejection every day. So she chose a different pain. The pain of starting over. She counted the few coins she had. She asked a kind woman at the station for help, and the woman gave her a small sandwich and an old jacket. Anna thanked her with watery eyes and held the sandwich like it was treasure. Then she bought a bus ticket to the city. When the bus arrived, Anna stepped on with shaking legs. She found a seat by the window and hugged her bag to her chest. The bus engine rumbled, and the town began to slide away behind her. Anna did not look back. The first months were the hardest. She slept on a thin mattress in a small rented room. She worked wherever she could. She cleaned floors, packed boxes, and served tea in a tiny cafe. Some days she felt like giving up. But every time she placed her hands on her belly, she remembered why she had to keep going. When her daughter was born, Anna named her Mia. Mia's tiny fingers wrapped around Anna's thumb, and something inside Anna changed. She still carried pain, but she also carried purpose. Years passed. Anna's life was not fancy. She never had extra money. She never had long holidays. But she built a steady home with love and effort. She learned how to fix things, how to budget, how to stay calm when the world felt loud. She learned how to smile for Mia even when her own heart was tired. Mia grew into a bright, curious girl. She asked many questions, always wanting to understand. She loved stories, especially the ones Anna made up at bedtime. Sometimes Mia asked about grandparents. Anna answered carefully. She said they lived far away. She said they were not part of their life right now. She never filled Mia's mind with hate. She wanted Mia to grow up with a clean heart. Still, there were nights when Anna sat by the window after Mia fell asleep. She would stare at the dark sky and think of the blue gate. She would wonder if her parents ever missed her. She would wonder if they ever thought about the child she had carried out the door. 15 years after that rainy night, a letter arrived. It came in a plain envelope with no return address. Anna opened it slowly, her fingers suddenly cold. Inside was a short message written in shaky handwriting. Your father is gone. Your mother is not well. If you wish to see her, come home. Anna read it again and again, as if the words might change. Her chest tightened. The past rose inside her like a storm. Anger, fear, sadness, hope. Everything mixed together until she could not tell one feeling from another. She looked at Mia, who was sitting on the floor doing homework. Mia's hair fell across her face, and she pushed it back with a small smile, focused and calm. Mia looked so strong, so grown. Anna realized something then. She was not the scared girl at the bus station anymore. She was a mother, a survivor, a woman who had built a life with her own hands. But even with all that strength, the thought of going back made her stomach twist. Because home was not just a place. Home was a memory of a door closing. And Anna did not know what would happen if she walked toward that door again. Anna did not sleep much that night. The letter lay on the table, folded neatly, but its words stayed open in her mind. Every time she closed her eyes, she saw the blue gate and the door that once shut her out. 15 years had passed, yet the memory still felt close. In the morning, Anna prepared breakfast for Mia like she always did. Toast, eggs, and tea. She smiled and asked about school. Mia talked about her class and a small test she had coming up. Her voice was calm and cheerful. Watching her daughter, Anna felt proud and afraid at the same time. After breakfast, Anna sat across from Mia at the table. She held her cup with both hands, steadying herself. "Mia," Anna said gently, "there is something I need to tell you." Mia looked up, curious but not worried. Anna took a slow breath and spoke carefully. She told Mia about the town she once lived in. She told her about her parents and how they had not spoken for many years. She did not blame them. She did not raise her voice. She simply shared the truth. Mia listened quietly. When Anna finished, Mia asked one simple question. "Do you want to go back?" Anna did not answer right away. She thought about the pain, the fear, and the unanswered questions. Then she thought about the letter and her mother's weak handwriting. "Yes," Anna said softly. "I think I need to." Mia nodded. "Then I want to come with you." Anna felt her throat tighten. She had not expected that. She wanted to protect Mia from old wounds, but she also knew Mia was no longer a small child. "Are you sure?" Anna asked. Mia smiled. "You never faced things alone for me. I can stand with you too." 2 days later, they packed a small bag and took the long bus ride back. The road felt endless. Towns passed by the window like quiet memories. Anna watched the scenery change and felt her chest grow heavier with every mile. When the bus finally stopped, Anna stepped down slowly. The air smelled familiar. The street signs looked smaller than she remembered. Time had moved on, but pieces of the past still waited in silence. They walked toward the old neighborhood. Mia stayed close, holding Anna's hand. When the blue gate came into view, Anna stopped. Her heart beat fast. The gate paint was faded now, chipped and worn. It looked older, like everything else. The front door was open. Anna froze. She could see inside the living room from where she stood. The furniture was different, but the walls were the same. Sunlight came through the window and fell across the floor. For a moment, Anna felt like she was standing between two lives. Then she saw her mother. Rosa sat in a chair near the window, wrapped in a light blanket. Her hair was gray, and her face looked thinner, tired. She seemed smaller than Anna remembered. Beside her stood a woman Anna did not recognize, gently adjusting the blanket and speaking softly. Rosa turned her head toward the door. Their eyes met. Rosa's face changed instantly. Her eyes widened, and her lips trembled. She tried to stand but struggled. The woman beside her rushed to help. "Anna," Rosa whispered. The sound of her name filled the room. Anna felt her legs weaken. Mia squeezed her hand. Together, they stepped inside. Rosa stared at Anna like she was seeing a ghost. Tears filled her eyes and spilled over. She reached out with shaking hands. "You came," Rosa said. "I did not know if you would." Anna stood still for a moment. All the years of silence pressed against her chest. Then she took a step forward. "I am here," Anna said. Rosa began to cry, openly and without shame. The woman beside her stepped back, giving them space. Rosa reached for Anna's hands and held them tightly. "I am sorry," Rosa said over and over. "I should have stopped him. I should have followed you. I looked for you, but I was afraid." Anna listened. The words did not erase the pain, but they softened its edges. Mia watched quietly. Rosa noticed her then and looked confused. "Who is this?" Rosa asked. Anna turned slightly and placed a hand on Mia's shoulder. "This is my daughter. Her name is Mia." Rosa's breath caught. She looked at Mia with wide eyes, then slowly smiled through her tears. "She is beautiful," Rosa said softly. Mia smiled back, polite and calm. They sat together in the living room. Rosa spoke slowly, her voice weak but steady. She told Anna about the years after she left. Mark had grown quieter, heavier with regret. He asked about Anna often but never had the courage to reach out. When he became ill, he spoke Anna's name many times. He wanted to say sorry, Rosa said. But he ran out of time. Anna closed her eyes for a moment. She felt sadness, but also a strange sense of peace. She had waited so long for those words, even if they came too late. Rosa reached for Mia's hand. "I wish I had known you sooner," she said. Mia nodded. "I am here now." Later that day, Anna walked through the house alone. Each room held memories. Some were warm. Some still hurt. In her old bedroom, she found a small box under the bed. Inside were school photos, old notes, and a folded paper. It was a letter. Rosa had written it years ago but never sent it. It spoke of regret, fear, and love that never went away. Anna sat on the bed and cried quietly. Not from anger, but from release. That evening, as the sun set, Anna stood near the window and looked outside. The street was calm. The world had not ended. She had survived. She had returned stronger than before. But deep inside, Anna knew this was only the beginning. Because coming home did not mean the past was finished. It meant the truth was finally ready to be faced. The next morning, Anna woke up before the sun. The house was quiet, and the silence felt different from the silence she remembered. Back then, silence meant rejection. Now, it felt like a pause before something important. She sat on the edge of the guest bed and listened. Somewhere in the house, a clock ticked slowly. Outside, a bird called once and then stopped. Anna looked at Mia, still asleep beside her on a small mattress. Mia's face was calm, like she trusted the world. Anna wished she had felt that kind of calm when she was 17. Anna walked into the kitchen. The room smelled like warm tea and old wood. Rosa was already there, sitting at the table with a shawl around her shoulders. The woman Anna had seen yesterday stood near the stove, stirring something in a pot. Rosa looked up and gave a small smile. "You are awake early," she said. Anna nodded. "I did not sleep well." The woman turned around and offered a gentle smile too. "Good morning. I am Nina," she said. "I help your mother with daily things." Anna thanked her politely. Nina set a cup of tea in front of Anna and stepped away, giving mother and daughter space. For a few minutes, they drank in silence. Anna watched her mother's hands. They shook slightly when she lifted the cup. Rosa's face looked tired, but her eyes were alert. They held something heavy. Anna placed her cup down carefully. "I found a letter last night," she said. "A letter you wrote but did not send." Rosa's eyes lowered. "Yes," she said quietly. "I wrote many things I never sent." Anna wanted to ask 100 questions, but she chose one that mattered most. "Why did you not come after me?" she asked. Her voice was calm, but the pain inside it was real. Rosa's lips pressed together. She took a slow breath. "I wanted to," she said. "I truly wanted to. But your father was proud and stubborn. And I was scared. I thought if I pushed him, he would leave me too. I thought I could keep the family together by staying quiet. I was wrong." Anna listened. She did not interrupt. She had learned long ago that some truths needed time to step into the light. Rosa continued. "After you left, the house felt empty, even when it was full. Your father stopped laughing. He stopped talking to people. He kept working, but his heart was not in it. I blamed myself every day." Anna's chest tightened. "Did he ever try to contact me?" she asked. Rosa nodded slowly. "He tried once," she said. "But not in the way you might think." Anna leaned forward slightly. "What do you mean?" she asked. Rosa's eyes filled with tears again. "There was a woman in town," Rosa said. "She worked at the post office. She helped people find addresses, deliver letters, send packages. Your father went to her. He asked if she could help locate you. Anna's mind rushed. She had never known that. Why did he stop? She asked. Rosa looked toward the window as if she was watching the past play out. Because of your uncle, she said. Anna blinked. Uncle Sam, she said, using the simple name Rosa had always used for him. Rosa nodded. Yes. Sam told your father not to look for you. He said you made your choice. He said you would only bring more trouble. Your father listened to him. Anna felt anger rise, but she held it back. Why would he say that? She asked. Rosa hesitated. Her hands tightened around her cup. Nina, sensing the change in the air, quietly moved into the hallway. Rosa spoke softly, like she feared the walls might hear. Because Sam had his own secrets, she said. Anna's stomach tightened. What secrets? She asked. Rosa's voice shook. Sam was not just your father's brother, she said. He was also the one managing the family money for years. Your father trusted him fully. Anna frowned. What does money have to do with me? She asked. Rosa took a deep breath. After you left, your father started drinking more tea at night and thinking too much. One day he checked the family account. He found things missing. Small amounts at first, then bigger. Sam had been taking money and hiding it. Anna stared at her mother, shocked. Are you sure? She asked. Rosa nodded slowly. Your father confronted him, she said. Sam denied it at first, then admitted part of it. He said he needed it for a business plan. He promised to pay it back. Your father believed him again. Anna's hands curled into fists under the table. So Sam told him not to find me because he wanted control, she said. Rosa nodded again. Yes, she said. Sam feared that if your father looked for you, he would leave the money issue behind and start a new path. Sam wanted your father focused on shame and silence, not on fixing things. Anna's heart pounded. The story was growing bigger than she expected. She had returned thinking she would face a family argument and old regret. She had not expected betrayal and hidden damage. Rosa wiped her face. The hardest part, she said, is that your father found out something else too. Anna's voice dropped. What? She asked. Rosa looked directly at her now. The boy, Rosa said. The one who made you feel you had no choice. Anna froze. Her throat went dry. She had not heard anyone talk about that time in years. She had locked it away and built her life on top of it. Rosa continued carefully. Your father learned that Boy's family had connections, she said. They pressured your father at work. They threatened to ruin his job. Sam told your father to stay quiet, to protect the family name. Your father did what Sam wanted. He chose silence. And he chose the easy way, by pushing you out. Anna's eyes filled with tears, not because she wanted to cry, but because her body remembered the fear of being alone. So my father knew, Anna said. He knew there was pressure, and he still did it. Rosa's head lowered. Yes, she whispered. He felt trapped. But he also made the wrong choice. Anna stood up and walked to the sink, trying to breathe. Mia entered the kitchen then, rubbing her eyes. She looked at Anna's face and knew something was wrong. Mama, Mia said softly. What happened? Anna turned around slowly. She did not want to pour adult pain into her daughter's heart, but Mia was part of this story now. She deserved honesty, in a gentle way. Some things were hidden, Anna said. Some people did not tell the truth. Mia looked at Rosa, then back at Anna. Are we safe? She asked simply. Anna's heart softened. Yes, she said. We are safe. But even as she said it, Anna remembered Sam. If he had hidden money, if he had controlled the family, then he might not be happy to see Anna back. He might fear what she now knew. Later that day, Nina helped Rosa rest, and Anna took Mia for a walk. They moved down the street slowly, passing old houses and familiar corners. Mia asked questions about Anna's childhood, and Anna answered with small stories, trying to keep things light. Then, as they returned, Anna saw a car stop near the blue gate. A man stepped out. He was older, heavier, but the shape of his face was the same. Uncle Sam. He looked up and saw Anna. His eyes narrowed. His mouth tightened into a thin line. He did not smile. Anna's body went still. Her heart beat hard, like a warning drum. Sam walked toward her, slow and steady, like he owned the street. "You came back," Sam said, his voice flat. Anna stood tall. "Yes," she said. "I came back." Sam's gaze moved to Mia. "And you brought her," he said. Mia held Anna's hand and watched him carefully. Sam looked back at Anna and leaned closer, lowering his voice. "Some doors should stay closed," he said. Anna felt a cold chill run through her. And she understood something clearly. The past was not done. It was awake. Anna did not move when Sam stopped in front of her. The street felt suddenly smaller, like the walls of the houses were leaning in to listen. Sam's eyes shifted between Anna and Mia, sharp and careful. He looked like a man measuring a problem. "You should not have come back," Sam said again, quieter this time. Anna held Mia's hand more firmly. "This is my home too," she said. Her voice was steady, even though her heart was beating fast. Sam let out a short breath that sounded like a laugh without joy. "That home belongs to your mother now," he said. "And she does not need trouble." Anna met his gaze. "I am not trouble," she said. "I am her daughter." Sam's face tightened. "You left," he said. "You made your life somewhere else. You should stay there." Mia looked up at Anna. "Mama," she whispered. Anna gave her a small nod, telling her everything was fine. Anna turned back to Sam. "I did not leave by choice," she said. "And I will not leave now because you tell me to." Sam's jaw clenched. For a moment, he looked like he might say something harsh, but he stopped himself. He glanced toward the house, then back at Anna. "Your mother is not strong," he said. "She does not need stress." Anna felt anger rise, but she kept her voice calm. "Stress comes from secrets," she said. "Not from truth." Sam stared at her, then shook his head. "You think you know everything now," he said. "But you do not." Anna felt a strange sense of clarity. "I know enough," she said. Sam stepped back and gave a tight smile. "We will see," he said. Then he turned and walked back to his car, driving away without another word. Anna stood still until the sound of the engine faded. Only then did she release the breath she had been holding. Mia squeezed her hand. "He feels scary," Mia said softly. Anna knelt in front of her daughter. "Some people are afraid of losing control," she said. "That can make them act cold. But we do not have to be afraid." They went back inside. Rosa was resting in her chair, her eyes half closed. When she saw Anna's face, she knew something had happened. "Was that Sam?" Rosa asked quietly. Anna nodded. "Yes," she said. Rosa's shoulders sagged. "He will not like you being here," she said. Anna sat beside her mother. "I know," she said. "But hiding never helped us before." Rosa looked at Anna for a long moment. "You are stronger than I ever was," she said. That afternoon, Anna helped Rosa sort through old papers and boxes. Nina brought tea and moved around quietly. As Anna opened drawers and folders, she began to see pieces of the truth in black and white. Bank letters. Receipts. Notes written in her father's handwriting. Anna read them slowly. The numbers told a clear story. Money had been taken over many years. Small amounts at first, then more. Each note showed her father questioning something, then stopping, as if he lost courage. Rosa watched her carefully. "He wanted to fix it," Rosa said. "But Sam always had an excuse." Anna nodded. "He used fear," she said. "Fear of shame. Fear of loss. As the sun lowered, a knock came at the door. Anna's heart jumped. Nina answered it. A man stood outside, holding a small folder. He introduced himself politely and explained that he worked with records and documents in the town office. Rosa had asked him to come earlier that week. Anna listened closely as the man spoke. "There are some papers that were never finalized," he said. "Property records. Account permissions. They were meant to be updated years ago but never were." Rosa looked confused. "What does that mean?" she asked. The man explained carefully. "It means the house and accounts are not fully under one name. There are shared rights." Anna felt her chest tighten. "Shared with who?" she asked. The man glanced at his papers. "With Sam," he said. The room fell silent. Rosa closed her eyes. "I did not know," she whispered. Anna stood up straighter. "Can this be changed?" she asked. "Yes," the man said. "But it will require signatures and review." After he left, Anna sat down slowly. Sam had more control than she thought. Not just influence but legal power. Mia sat beside her. "Does that mean he can take this house?" she asked. Anna looked at her daughter and chose her words carefully. "It means we have to be smart," she said. That night, Anna lay awake again. But this time, fear did not control her thoughts. Focus did. She thought about her life. About leaving town with nothing. About building a home with patience and effort. About raising Mia alone. She had faced harder things than paperwork and pressure. In the morning, Anna made a decision. She called a local helper who guided people through legal steps. The woman listened carefully and explained the process in simple terms. It would take time, but it was possible to protect Rosa's home and close the gap Sam had used. When Sam returned later that day, he found Anna waiting in the living room. Rosa sat nearby, holding Mia's hand. Sam frowned. "What is this?" he asked. "This is a conversation," Anna said. "One we should have had years ago." Sam crossed his arms. "I do not have time for drama," he said. Anna met his eyes. "Then listen carefully," she said. "I know about the money. I know about the papers. And I know you used fear to control this family." Sam's face changed. For the first time, uncertainty showed. "You do not understand," he said quickly. "I helped your father. I kept things running." "You helped yourself," Anna said. "And now it stops." Sam laughed bitterly. "You think you can change everything," he said. "I already did," Anna replied. "By coming back." Rosa spoke then, her voice soft but firm. "Sam," she said. "I trusted you. That trust is gone." Sam looked at her, shocked. He had not expected her to speak. "I want this fixed," Rosa continued. "The right way." Sam looked around the room and saw something he did not expect. Unity. Anna was not alone. Rosa was no longer silent. Mia stood between them, calm and watchful. Sam's shoulders dropped slightly. "If you push this," he said, "it will not be easy." Anna nodded. "Nothing important ever is," she said. Sam left without another word. As the door closed, Anna felt a mix of relief and worry. She knew Sam would not give up quietly. But she also knew something had shifted. The family was no longer divided. That evening, Anna sat outside with Mia, watching the sky darken. The air felt lighter. "Are we staying?" Mia asked. Anna smiled gently. "For now," she said. "We are exactly where we need to be." Inside the house, Rosa rested peacefully for the first time in days. But Anna knew one final step remained. To fully close the past. And to choose what kind of future this family would build. The days that followed were slow but full of purpose. Anna stayed close to Rosa, helping her with meals, medicine, and rest. Mia attended a nearby school for a short time and adjusted quickly, making friends with her calm smile. The house with the blue gate no longer felt heavy. It felt awake. Still, Anna knew peace had not fully arrived. Sam did not come back for several days. When he finally did, it was not alone. He arrived with a man in a clean shirt who carried a folder and spoke in careful words. Sam's face looked tired, less sharp than before, but his eyes still held tension. They sat in the living room. Rosa sat upright in her chair. Anna stood beside her. Mia sat quietly near the window, drawing in her notebook. The man opened the folder and explained the situation clearly. There were mistakes in records that needed correction. There were shared rights that should never have been shared. Everything could be fixed, but only with honesty. Sam shifted in his seat. "I did not mean to hurt anyone," he said. "I was trying to keep things together." Anna looked at him calmly. "You kept control," she said. "Not family." Sam opened his mouth to argue, then stopped. His shoulders lowered. For the first time, he looked older than his years. "I was afraid," Sam said quietly. "Afraid of losing respect. Afraid of being seen as weak." Rosa spoke then. Her voice was not angry. It was clear. "Fear does not give the right to harm," she said. "We trusted you." The man placed the papers on the table. "This can end here," he said. "But only if everyone agrees to correct what was wrong." Sam looked at the papers for a long time. The room was silent except for the soft scratch of Mia's pencil on paper. Finally, Sam picked up the pen. He signed. Anna felt a weight lift from her chest. It was not joy. It was relief. Something broken had been acknowledged. When Sam stood to leave, he paused near the door. "I cannot change the past," he said. "But I will not stand in your way anymore." Anna nodded. "That is enough," she said. After he left, Rosa leaned back and closed her eyes. A soft smile touched her face. "Your father would have been proud of you," she said. Anna felt tears rise, but they were gentle this time. "I wish he could have said that himself," she said. Rosa reached for Anna's hand. "He felt it," she said, "even if he never spoke it." That evening, Anna walked through the house one last time alone. She touched the walls, the doorway, the old window near the stairs. These places had held pain, but they had also held the start of her story. She realized something important. This house did not define her. She had already built a home through strength and care. What stood here now was a place of healing, not ownership. The next morning, Anna sat with Rosa at the kitchen table. Sunlight filled the room. "I need to tell you something," Anna said. Rosa looked at her, calm and ready. "Go on," she said. "I cannot stay here forever," Anna said gently. "My life is elsewhere. My work, Mia's school, the home we built." Rosa nodded slowly. "I knew this," she said. "I hoped you would visit. I never wanted to hold you back." Anna smiled. "I want you to come with us," she said. "At least for a while. You should not be alone." Rosa's eyes filled with tears again, but this time they were warm. "I would like that very much," she said. Mia ran in then, holding her drawing. "Grandma," she said proudly. "I made this for you." Rosa looked at the picture. It showed 3 figures holding hands under a bright sky. "This is us," Mia said. Rosa pulled Mia into a gentle hug. "Yes," she said. "This is us." A week later, they packed carefully. Not everything. Just what mattered. Rosa left the house keys with a trusted neighbor who would help manage things. The blue gate closed softly behind them. At the bus station, Anna stood still for a moment, watching the road ahead. 15 years ago, she had stood here alone, scared and unsure. Now she stood with her daughter and her mother. Mia held one hand. Rosa held the other. The bus arrived. They stepped on together. As the town faded behind them, Anna did not feel sadness. She felt completion. She had returned not to beg or to prove anything. She had returned to face the truth. In the city, Life settled into a new rhythm. Rosa adjusted slowly but happily. She helped with meals, shared stories with Mia, and rested without fear. Mia thrived with her studies and laughter. Anna returned to work with renewed focus. Sometimes, Anna sat by the window at night, thinking about how one choice had changed everything. Not the choice made in fear long ago, but the choice made now, with courage. She had chosen truth over silence. She had chosen protection over anger. She had chosen forgiveness without forgetting. And most importantly, she had chosen herself. The past no longer chased her. It stood behind her, understood and quiet. And ahead of her was a future built not on shame, but on strength, love, and the calm knowledge that she had survived, grown, and finally come home in the truest way possible.